Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Harris. I'm playing the character Officer Sanchez.
My name is Damon, and the role that I'm playing is Jonah.
My name is Ali Schaefer, and I am playing Lydia.
I'm Vincent John Compono, and I'm playing Terry.
My name is Jalen Sherrill. I play Damon.
I'm Sadora Nialor, and I'll be Sarah.
My name is Sarah Montemayor, and I play Sonia in The Other Side.
The other side.
The Other Side.
The Other Side by Bixer Productions.
The way I joined was I self-submitted myself, and I auditioned, and I think I was runner-up, but things come back around on its own when it's meant. So, yay. For my character, I hope I can bring, well, she's giving like a caring character, really amazing. She's giving baddie energy. So definitely that soft girl era, because she's like super nice and sweet and very loving. And I can tell she really cares about her friends, mommy and myself. So I'm the same way, but friends can be hard-headed. But yeah, I think, yeah, the plot is like perfect. But like I said, she reminds me of myself because she doesn't give up, even though people can show a different type of dynamic towards their, when somebody's caring and just like really hoping they listen. You really hope they get out of something, and they tend to stay in it. So for me, the lesson for her would be, stay in her relaxed girl era and just let everything go with the flow, basically. Yeah. So she can stop worrying. But she's such a beautiful friend. Oh, I love her. I'm hugging her. Oh, it's been so amazing. They're so good. For them to be newbies, I love them. They're so nice, and they got grand personalities, and like they are showing out and doing so amazing. Like, and they're giving it all, and I have to give it to them for even putting themselves out there like that. Because it's not easy. So, and for me, it's like, I'm just going to do spot on and just feed off their energy. So it's always good to definitely communicate with your, fellow cast and get to know them and see what they be about. And can't wait to see other things that they're in. So super exciting. They're so cool. The part that I have to do where it's a lot of emotion and a lot of depth of that emotion, it was kind of like, even though it's being changed, but at the same time, it's going to be a good change. So I know I'm going to give it all my best and all of like what Sarah has to feel, at that moment with her bestie. So though that heartfelt moment for her is going to be definitely like a learning experience for everybody, for the viewers to understand, and then to feel that type of energy to give, like, especially to friends that you really care about and wish the best for. So yeah, when we trying to do something and we're trying to fix something, and some things you just gotta let everything just go on its own like path. And I know because like myself, I'm a resolver, fixer type of person. So, and I know we can't like a lot of, because I'm like I like fixing anything. But at the same time, some things in life, it's just like you just gotta be like, you know what? Let's put a pause on that, and if it's still there, we'll get back to it. If not, it could just go on itself. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Absolutely, yes. I actually went through this with the film. It's actually about basically what Sarah is going through. I actually had a friend that did go through this with their child's mother, and it was definitely hard. We didn't fall out. It's just kind of we just aparted, but they came back around, which is great. And now they met the love of their life, which is awesome. They're about to get married, and which is so exciting because I was hoping that, because like I said, he's experienced with basically what Jonah's experience of that character. So for him to overcome, as I told him when we got back, cool again, I was like, you overcame this, even though I know some things would come up in our conversations that would bother him a little bit. But as long as he got the help he need, everybody needs therapy sometimes or someone to talk to. So it's just like, it was really good to see that he's overcame that situation and now has blossomed into another human being and met someone new. So now they could, blossom together, and it's so amazing. I can't wait to go to their wedding. It's so amazing. It's such a true story. This really happened. So it's just like, it's definitely what Sarah's going through. I actually went through this before, but differently. Like, so yeah. So it's definitely relatable in my life. And that's why I love this role, because it's really meaningful. Abel is amazing. Like, that's what the A should stand for. So I think he's very amazing. He's really cool, really nice, very caring, very heartfelt. And he's also very creative. Love the way his mind goes. So I think he's really awesome. And he's definitely, like I said, a beautiful spirit. Like, very genuine. It's given, like, he's given best friend energy. So to all, the work that he's doing, and it's very amazing. And then I saw the other film he did, which that was awesome. I liked everything about it. That cast did a great job as well. So everybody need to check that out. So, but I can't wait for everybody to see this too. He's very creative. He's awesome. I love him too. Yay. Well, yes, I do. For the audience, as I tell everyone else, and every actor, director, whoever, whatever your thing is in life, definitely go for it and do it. Just get up and do it. Just get up and go, just like Nike just said. Just go, just do it. And another thing was, enjoy this film, be awesome, live life, be amazing, and be in your relaxed era right now. Don't stress. You live once, go for it. Follow your dreams. Yeah, love everyone.
Facebook. That is what brought me to Big Sur Production, is Facebook. I saw the casting and I decided to submit. I read the log line and I was like, this is really interesting. And I got a, call back to do the audition, got the sides, and the monologue is definitely what got me, really intrigued. And, as I did my audition, I was like praying and hoping. I was like, please, please let them call me back. Please, please, please. I really want this. And sure enough, I got the call from Abel and it was just a done deal. He sent me the script and I fell in love. I was like, I need to do this. Like, so yeah, that's what got me in. Oh, none. I do not relate to Sonia in any way possible. She is the furthest from me, to be honest. Honestly, if I was someone walking down the street, I would not like her at all. She is just vindictive and just so conniving. And, she's a person that I just don't think I could ever be in a million years. But I think that's the beauty of acting, is that we put ourselves in this role that brings something out in us. And I think Sonia, she was definitely a challenge because I really had to get into her mindset. But, the truth is there's people like her out there. There are women like her that are out there, that are walking among us. And the narrative of the story is that men can get abused too. Men can really be controlled by a woman like Sonia. And I think that's really the story that I wanted to tell, is that she's a beautiful girl. She's, an amazing person on the outside as far as visual looks, but on the inside, she's ugly. She is ugly. And, it's, like I said, it's a total opposite. But the narrative and the story that I wanted to be told is that, women can be abusers too. And I've seen that from the other side. I think that's where I relate to her, other side. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's a different story, but it needs to be told. Horrible. Oh my God, they were just so horrible. Like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe, like, they got me a cake for my birthday. Like, who does that, Like, they have just, they tell jokes. We have fun. Like, oh my God, it's just so horrible. I love it. I love the whole cast and crew. Everyone is just so darling. And Abel alone is he is one big ball of sunshine. And as a director, I absolutely love him and his direction, his vision. And personally, like, I wish I can, like, moving forward, I wish to work with directors that are exactly like him, because the direction and how he conversates and how he really gets, me in the zone, it's something that I'm always going to remember. And the crew, everyone is just so hands-on, and I want to get this done. And the cast, the way we've all kind of come together and really brought these characters to life. And it's so funny because it's like every second, we have to like have this little battle, this fight scene, this slap. It's like, okay, let's get in the mode, and the right like cut. We're like, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You okay? And I love the fact that we just have such a great dynamic. It's amazing. Oh, it's so hard. Oh my God. It is so difficult to do it because like, you know, the one who plays my boyfriend, Damon, who plays Jonah, he is such a sweetheart. He is just so amazing that it's like building that chemistry is so easy. You know, it is just so fun, and he's so loving. But when we have to get into these characters where I have to be mean to him, it's so hard to do because I know he's such a sweet person. But, you know, we figured out how to do it. We kind of play off each other's emotions, suggestions, and then of course Abel coming in and, you know, giving us more ideas and how to work, you know, the lines and the script and the camera. It's so easy to do, but yet it was so difficult because it's like, I don't want to hurt you, I'm sorry. But, you know, we got it done. It was so comfortable, you know, to be able to do that around people, especially Damon, just be able to do that with him and know that right when we say cut, we still love each other. We still have this amazing relationship, and I wouldn't want to do that with anybody else. I think for Sonia, all the scenes are exciting in the way that they tell a dramatic story. Do I look forward to them or excited? They're difficult. I will say they're challenging, but I think they're all exciting. Now, there's one particular scene that I am really, really excited about, and that is the slap scene. When you really see Sonia and how aggressive she is with Jonah. That right there is such an exciting scene because it's a pivotal moment to explain how her character, how like, yet again, she's beautiful, but she's just so damn evil in her own way. And it's like, that right there is such a pivotal moment for their story. And that it was exciting to kind of be able to really bring that to life. So I'd have to say, yeah, that probably was my exciting moment and scene. I love everybody. I love the fact that I was able to have this opportunity. I was able to break out of this bubble and really channel someone. And Abel really gave that to me. He gave me that opportunity. And, you know, the cast and crew, everyone was so welcoming. And, you know, as far as final thoughts, when it comes down to the filming of this, there were some difficult moments as far as personal stuff. Tragedy had struck outside of the film, and you know, there's a moment in people's lives that when something tragic happens, you know, you just want comfort, and sometimes you don't know how to find it. And Abel and, you know, the crew he has, they all came together, and they hugged with me, they cried with me, and you know, it's a moment that I'm not going to forget. It's made me stronger as a person, and you know, it's something that, you know, it's not something I ever want to experience, but I did. And you know, I had a really good director by my side, and you know, it's something I'm always going to remember. I'm going to remember the kindness, the genuineness, and you know, just everything in this film, you know. Go watch The Other Side. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. You might get mad. You might cry. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Please go watch it. And until next time, bye.
I saw the post on social media. It was sent to me by a friend, and they said, hey, you should audition for this. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't gonna do it at first. Kind of was gonna slow down from auditions. But, you know, something told me to audition, and then when I actually saw what it was for, I'm glad I actually did. So I was intrigued by the characters and the overall story of it. So okay, so for me, Sanchez, he's kind of like me. We share similar traits. I'm a father, but you could tell he's kind of like a protector almost, and that's been me my whole life. Father with 2 daughters, got a lot of women in my family, so a lot of protected. But his character spoke volumes with me as far as that. Just the protecting vibe and, caring and loving person you can see that he is. For this character, I think of a few people. I think of my ex-fiance, but also my 2 daughters, and how I reacted as far as being protective of my ex-fiance, but also trying to get a point across, but also not trying to be aggressive, as well as with my daughters being a dad and, the overall, Papa Bear and stuff like that. So for me, that's where I draw from, and I try to translate it to the character. To be honest, it's actually been great. I've been on quite a few productions, and this is actually the best one I've been on. And what I mean by that is I see how you guys function as a team, and there's no I don't see no I, and that's something very appreciative, especially if you're getting on somebody's project. There's no I, but it's a team effort. You're all sharing the same goal, so that's something I appreciate and I like. Abel has been a cool guy, very straightforward, open, and his sister really does got good cornbread. I'm not gonna lie, so I gotta give a shout out to that because it's amazing. But as far as my castmates, at first, us doing a Zoom, it was there, but when we actually met in person, the chemistry just clicked, and they're a good vibe because like they give you pointers and stuff like that, and like we're able to give each other pointers and be like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, and that's what I like. So they're helping bringing more out of it. So it's been a great experience so far overall. I'm excited about mine and Vincent's scene as far as me apprehending him. I think that's going to speak volumes, and we got something in store for that to make it, how you say, just to grab your attention, that particular part. So that scene, I'm really excited for. Keep up the great work. Keep the process you got going now, how y'all operate. Keep it going, because you definitely will draw more people when y'all operate efficiently, and a lot of people need efficiency. So just keep up the great work, man. Good vibes, good spirits, all positive energy. I love it. I got no complaints. It's very enjoyable. I gotta give a shout out to Earl Weeks, because he's the one that actually sent me this post. So I wouldn't have did it if he never sent it to my inbox. And I gotta get a shout out to a guy that I worked with previously, Mark 5. He actually believes in me a lot, and I'm still working with him today. So I give a shout out to them too. And his sister really does got good cornbread, I'm not gonna lie. So I gotta give a shout out to that because it's amazing. But as far as my castmates, at first, us doing a Zoom, it was there, but when we actually met in person, the chemistry just clicked, and they're a good vibe because like they give you pointers and stuff like that, and like we're able to give each other pointers and be like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, and that's what I like. So they're helping bringing more out of it. So it's been a great experience so far overall.
I found it on social media. I saw the posting and read the description for the character, and right away it piqued my interest. So I reached out to Abel, and he sent me a monologue for the character, and right away I loved it. I tend to gravitate towards like more complex characters or misunderstood, and I love the script, how layered it was. The characters is very real, very human. You know, these are real things that happen. Topics like domestic abuse and It just right away I was drawn to it.
All right.
To me, Terry is a very layered character because on the surface, he's hiding a lot of what he's dealing with. He's got a lot going on. You know, he's with a wife who's a police officer. He helped her kind of get to this position, and now he's recently lost his job, and she's pregnant. He's having doubts about the baby. He's struggling with his own insecurities. You know, he's just got so many different layers. And as an actor, I always like to find these characters that are from the onset, they don't appear to be likable. And I try to take that and find something in them that I feel I can kind of, be compassionate with them. Not judge where Terry's at, not judge him by his actions, but relate to his feelings. And he's got so much stuff going on internally. That's what kind of, that's why I love the character. And to me, he's kind of a throwback to the old school macho guys on TV, the kind of anti-hero or things like that. And that's right away I knew I wanted to play this role. Overall, I mean, I love working with Ali. Chemistry is just fantastic. And with something like this, that's so heavy, chemistry is even more important. And we all have a blast. I love the scene in the car with Sanchez and Lydia, and how we kind of have this little back and forth. For my personal favorite, I guess, are the scenes when Terry's kind of having fun with this situation, And I love working with the co-stars. I mean, we give each other a lot back and forth, and we rehearse things a lot. We try things out. It's just a great experience. Belle is awesome. I mean, from the first time we actually did the audition through Zoom, it clicked between us right away. He's my type of guy. He's laid back. He's very hands-on when it comes to the acting approach, which is what I love. There's a lot of directors that minds are more director focused, but Abel's been so cool with being open to different ideas. He asks a lot about what we think as the actors on the scene. He's very involved in letting it kind of happen organically, and in the whole crew, it translates all throughout the crew, I think. And when you have a director like Abel that is so laid back and in touch with what he's doing, and such a talented guy at the same time, the crew all follows suit. I mean, the crew is just awesome. Everybody's a good vibe, very supportive. It's been a great time. It doesn't even feel like I'm on a set. It feels so natural. Having a good crew like that is such a benefit for the actors when we can be at ease and be relaxed and know everything else is already being taken care of. And I'm very grateful for it. It's been a great time so far. Just check it out. I know people are gonna love it, man. We put a lot of work into this. It's something that happens all the time, all around the world. Domestic abuse, the complexities of the relationships, and just the human condition in general. It's very real. It hits home, and I just want everybody to appreciate it and love it for all the same reasons that I did when I first read the script. Just I'm a movie buff, and just a shout out to all the past directors, filmmakers, actors that just inspired me. I mean, this is what I love. I've always loved this. Let's keep more movies going. Let's keep the creative juices. So I'm inspired by artists everywhere. Open-minded, creative artists, photographers, painters, directors, whatever it is, if you got art in your heart, you're passionate, man, those are the kind of people I get inspired by. I'm inspired right now by everybody here. It just always motivates me to just keep pushing. And this is why I love to do it.
All right.
Grateful to be here. Hope you guys loved the film. And yeah, enjoy.
Awesome.
So I found this film actually through Vincent, who is playing Terry in the film. He and I were recent acquaintances at the time, and he reached out to Abel and said, do you have a character for a 30-something-year-old female? And Abel was like, actually, we do. So he kind of pitched my name and a few other things that I did for a reel over to Abel, and so Abel gave me a audition, and the rest is history. So thanks to Vincent. Oh yeah, absolutely. When Vincent pitched it to me, it really resounded with me being a female going through domestic abuse, but not playing this dainty little character, playing somebody that could hold her own, but is dealing with the internal struggle of it all. Because nobody is really black or white in this. There's no good guy or bad guy. There's varying shades. And so that really drew me to the role, just something with a lot of meat to it. Abel is, the first thing I realized about Abel is he really puts the people first. Even though he makes very quality work, he's all about a culture of respect and honor. And then I saw some of his work and was like, wow, like his work matches his attitude. And so I like that his projects have meaning to them. It's not just a vanity piece or something else. It's something that's going to be used for good for the future. And he's really just a joy to work with. I think production runs a very tight ship. I would say Bixer Productions is one of the production studios that I've seen execute as well as they have. I've seen smaller crews, and I feel like this one, it's like everybody has a very specific job and specific role, and they do it really well. We didn't really have to go back and redo anything. There weren't sound quality issues. There wasn't a lot of human error. It was pretty tight. Like the schedule went right along with the call sheet. I think we all, Nick and Vincent and I, we have pretty good chemistry. We don't, there weren't any moments while I was on set where I felt like anything fell flat or that we just couldn't really get it right. You know, I really felt connected to both of them in each of the scenes that I was with them in. The one that I'm excited to do the most, we actually haven't done yet. It's the one where I hit Terry with the frying pan. And I'm excited to do that one because that's going to be challenging, trying to kind of do the blocking for that. But all of the dialogue pieces, they've gone really well just because there is a lot of tension between the characters and it's very palpable, very... yeah, a definite shout out to my husband. He actually went to Penn State for acting, and he pushed me out the door when it came to acting. It was something that I wasn't going to pursue because we have two beautiful daughters who are 6 and 4, and I didn't want to take any time away from him or the family, and he basically was like, no, this is your dream, you're going to do it. And he's kind of been a little bit of an acting coach as well, helping me do things. And so if I didn't have him as a rock and shouldering the burden of the family and the finances and everything else that he does, I wouldn't be able to do this or pursue this dream. So huge shout out to him. Yeah, when I spoke to Abel about this, he said he wanted to show this to high school students so that they would recognize the earlier signs of domestic abuse to where it never got to that point. And so I really like the cause of this film, that there is a noble cause behind it, and that like I said before, it's not always a black and white issue. And not only that it's a man abusing a woman, but it's also a woman abusing a man, which is a less talked about issue, and that we're raising awareness for that. And for those that are in those types of relationships to, one, be able to spot those patterns so that it doesn't escalate and they can get out of it before, but also for those that are around somebody like that, they might be able to spot that happening to somebody they know.
So I met Abel. I hope I'm saying his name right. Abel. We met back in, I want to say either 2018 or 2019. We both went to Delaware County Community College. So we kind of exchanged social medias. And then recently, I believe it was back in January, he had posted like an ad where it says the other side, we're hosting auditions. So I reached out to him like, hey, I might be interested in it. And he had like different characters on there, like explaining like what their role is. And I told him I was interested in the lead role. And mind you, I don't have any like experience, like prior acting experience. I just like, something told me was like, just, try it out, see how it goes. So I reached out to him and he said, yeah, he gave me a time, an audition, and I auditioned for the role, and here we are. I got it, first leading role. I think the emotional part, like I feel like I can really play like an emotional character. And then on top of that, like I feel like it's an honor to be able to represent men who experience like emotional and physical abuse, because a lot of times when you see movies, they portray like the woman that's getting beat. So the woman normally gets beat, in the movies. So like for the perspectives to change and I'm able to, play that role of a man getting abused, I feel like that's an honor that I couldn't turn down. No, I've never been abused physically or anything like that, but I can say I can empathize with people who are like that. So I feel like my empathy is what got me interested, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think he's great. Like I said, I'm grateful that he chose me like a rookie, because as a director, he can make the decision to say, you know what, I want people to be experienced. I want people to have some type of acting background, but he gave me an opportunity, and I feel like that right there itself speaks volumes to his character. And I just think he's a great person. He's a great director, and he's potentially helping me become a greater actor. Nope, never. So this was like I said, this was something that just told me to try it out. Like, hey, why not just try it? So it's kind of like I went with my gut feeling. Reached out to him, was like, hey, I see that you got these different roles open. I'm interested in it, and I just gave it a shot. I kind of put myself out of my comfort zone, because this is not something I normally do. I'm normally like, I don't do like cameras or anything like that. So like I really pushed myself to like do something like this. So far it's been good. I feel like we all been supportive. We all been helping each other execute. I don't know why I'm using these strong words. Execute the role right. So I think we've been very supportive of each other. We've been helping us, like we've been pushing each other to really like, how can I say it, like really bring light to the character that we're playing. I'm excited to do the scene where I get to yell at Sarah. Not that I want to yell at her, but I feel like that really is going to show like my emotional side. Is going to show like how good of a actor I am. So like I am excited to show that, I have to pull that emotion out of me once I'm like, even though I'm getting abused by somebody else, but I'm kind of like projecting my feelings and how I feel onto other people. So I feel like that itself is going to take a lot, and it's going to expose like how good of an actor I am. Yeah, final thoughts, I would say thank you for the whole Big Sur, I believe that's what it is, Big Sur production, for just giving me the opportunity to do this. Like I said, it's my first role. It's a leading role, so like I said, they could have chose to go with somebody who was more experienced, who had bigger networks than me. So like I'm just grateful and humbled that they chose little old me to like play a lead role. So thank you to the whole production company, Abel specifically, because like I said, we go way back to Delaware County College. So it was an honor for him to still remember who I was. So like, thank you to him for giving me this opportunity, and thanks to the cast members for being, supportive and making sure we're executing our roles, correctly. Cut that out, please.
We'll see what I do with it.
Oh God. Yeah, like I said, thank you to everyone. Thank you to the team, the filming team, the cameramans, the extras, just everyone. I feel like I've been taken care of here, so I appreciate it. For this to be my first experience, it feels like home. So I do appreciate the energy here. I really do. Yeah, like I said, thank you to everyone. Thank you to the team, the filming team, the cameramans, the extras, just everyone. I feel like I've been taken care of here, so I appreciate it. For this to be my first experience, it feels like home. So I do appreciate the energy here. I really do.
What got me into this production, I was at a music video shoot with my band Alex Sands. He's an artist in Philadelphia, and the person shooting the music video was Abel, who is actually the director of this film. So, I got in contact with him, and later on when I seen that they were doing this film, I just got in contact with him and told him I went to audition. I've always been interested in acting. In school, middle school, high school, I was in theater, but I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I make music, and that's really what I love to do. But I just wanted to try something new, and this is really me just trying something new, and I love it so far. So far, everything has been great. I mean, I love everybody here, the whole cast. We all get along really well. We make mistakes, but we all keep going, and we enjoy the time we have together. So it's been great, and I've been learning a lot. I've been learning so much. So whatever I do move on to after this, I will have a lot to study and a lot to reference back to. Sure. I mean, my character specifically, Damon, is really kind and caring. He's a cool, laid-back dude, but he's also competitive. He also, can be aggressive and get upset just like anyone else, but he's a really caring dude. He just cares for his friend and what his friend is going through. Yeah, it's been plenty of times where I've had people close to me not really listen, even though I see things going on, and they're in such a bad situation, they don't really see it themselves. But that's life, that's just something that happens, and I think this movie can help you learn how to deal with that more. I think he's a great director. I think his ability to give direction is amazing. His ability to make other people see the vision that he has in his head is amazing. I'm telling you, from the first day on set, he's given me the vision of what he sees and how he sees my character and stuff, and he's also let me take the reins and help me as an actor grow, and I love working with him. Definitely the scene where I get mad. Where I get mad at my friend, mad at Jonah, because it's out of my comfort zone. But, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it is. I love what Bixer Production is doing as a whole. From all the local talent to the experienced guys, everything, it all comes together in the end, and you see every step of it, and it's a beautiful thing. I appreciate Bixer for this opportunity. Can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be great. Go stream, Teflon, Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I'm saying? My song On My Own and Remedy out now.